Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Francine Harrigan. I'm with the UN Department of Global Communications. Thank you for joining us today for the launch of the UN e-Government Survey 2024, Accelerating Digital Transformation for Sustainable Development. Without further ado, I'm pleased to welcome our two speakers today from the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, who will tell us a little bit more about the survey's key findings. To my immediate left is Navid Hanif, Assistant Secretary General for Economic Development in DESA, and to his left, Vincenzo Aquaro, Chief of the Digital Government Branch Division for Public Institutions and Digital Government. Navid, over to you.
Thank you, Francine. Good morning, members of the media, and thank you for joining us for this launch of the 2020 e-Government Survey. This is the survey we are launching today. It's about accelerating digital transformation for sustainable development, which is one of the 6 key transformations that every society has to undertake to achieve the 2030 agenda. I'm joined by my colleague, Vincenzo Aquaro, who will make the technical presentation. The survey is the premier global assessment of digital government capacities across all 193 member states. It ranks countries' performance in delivering digital services and engaging people online in public affairs. It serves as a global benchmarking tool, helping nations understand and improve their performance in the digital domain. The survey helps in promoting open, secure, and inclusive digital future for all, and it's also expected to contribute to the Global Digital Compact, which will be adopted by the Summit of the Future. Let me highlight 5 aspects of the survey. First, the development of digital government has seen a significant upward trend. That's good news, and it's worldwide, with all regions leveraging technology to enhance government services and improve people's engagement. This shift has accelerated during the post-pandemic recovery period, a silver lining from the pandemic. But all regions have achieved progress in various areas. The pace of development has been uneven, and regional disparities in digital development persist. Still, 1.37 billion people remain on the wrong side of the digital divide, have no access. The least developed countries, landlocked developing countries, and small island developing states may not bridge the digital divide by 2030. And as I mentioned, for achieving the agenda, this is a major transformation that every society has to undergo. Second, the report identifies gaps between national and local digital services, with smaller cities struggling due to funding and privacy challenges. Third, the survey explores the use of artificial intelligence in digital government. The findings indicate that while AI offers promising opportunities to improve public services, its application must be carefully managed to ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability. In short, strong governance frameworks are required to mitigate risks and ensure responsible usage of AI. Fourth, the survey now tracks literacy skills, which are essential for people to effectively use e-government services. The survey has also updated its assessment of telecommunications infrastructure by introducing a new indicator on affordability. Finally, the digital government model framework has been introduced in this edition, first time, providing countries with a comprehensive roadmap for the effective planning, implementation, and assessment of digital government initiatives. The framework emphasizes the importance of leveraging digital technologies to enhance public service delivery, promote inclusivity, and achieve the sustainable development goals, hopefully by 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's world, successful e-government systems are those that provide trusted, efficient, and secure services, operating seamlessly while protecting privacy. These systems must be accessible to all and affordable for everyone. Let me conclude by thanking our partners who have enabled us to make this survey available in all official UN languages. Now let me invite my colleague Vincenzo to provide further details, and we look forward to your questions and feedback. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Assistant Secretary General. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Yes, so good morning, everyone. As said by the Assistant Secretary General, the United Nations E-Government Survey is a biennial publication by DESA that first launched in 2001. During these years, it has become a valuable measurement tool for e-government development, offering data-driven insights to guide public sector digitalization efforts. This 13th edition, titled Accelerating Digital Transformation for Sustainable Development, is structured into 4 chapters and includes an addendum on artificial intelligence in the public sector and also as a technical appendix. The report measures, rank, and rate e-government development for all 193 UN member states through the E-Government Development Index, EGDI, combining telecommunications, human capital, and online service data. Ranking are organized in 4 main groups: very high, high, middle, and low EGDI, further divided in 12 different rating classes that goes from VH to L1. The survey also offers valuable insight for governments to enhance their digital strategies, addressing challenges and promoting progress toward the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This year's survey introduced the Digital Government Model Framework, empirically built on 24 years of research and 13 editions of the report. The framework aligns with the 11 principles of effective governance developed by the Committee of Experts on Public Administration in 2018 and endorsed by ECOSOC to help nations achieve the SDGs. It provides a roadmap for an effective planning, development, and assessment of digital government initiatives while preparing governments for future challenges. And this diagram illustrates the framework in each all its components. So, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 are about global and regional development. Based on our 2024 assessment, the global trend towards digital government has accelerated with increased investment in infrastructure and advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, 5G, and cloud computing. These developments are coupled with the growing emphasis on viewing digital progress through an equity lens, prioritizing inclusiveness, safety, and accessibility. And at a glance, there is an improvement in global trends. The average GDI value has increased with 17 countries transitioned for the first time in the highest AGDI groups. For the first time, member states with very high AGDI values comprise the largest share. So now we have 39% of the total countries in that group. However, the number of countries with low AGDI values has decreased from 7 to 11 since 2022, and this is primarily due to geopolitical crisis, conflict, and post-conflict situations. At regional level, worldwide, we have, and region have made significant strides. Europe continues to lead, followed by Asia, the Americas, Oceania, and Africa. Asia has been the highest, seen the highest growth at 7.7%, followed by Africa at 4.8%. Then Oceania and Americas, 4.1%, and Europe, 2.3%. This collective momentum underscores Asia's emerging leadership, led not only by the historical digital leaders such as Korea and Singapore, but also by several key groups of countries, such as the countries in the Gulf Cooperation Council, as well as the countries in Central Asia. Additionally, the impressive digital progress in large countries such as Turkey, China, India, and Mongolia have further propelled the region's transformation, making Asia a dynamic hub of digital innovation and growth. Despite the significant progress achieved in Oceania and Africa, still the EGDI average value for these two regions remain below the global average. And this brings me on the digital divide. Using the global average of EGDI as a proxy for measuring the digital divide, the report highlights substantial improvement over the past 2 years, with an increased proportion of countries in a very high AGDI group, but as was already said by the ESG, despite this, 1.73 billion people remain on the wrong side of digital divide. And Africa and Oceania face the widest gaps, and countries in special situations like LLDCs and LDCs may struggle to close this divide by 2030, so calling for collective and innovative action. Let's move quickly on the ranking. These slides present a snapshot of the top leading countries in the world in the highest rating class. This rating class includes 18 countries, 10 from Europe, 6 from Asia, and 2 from Oceania, making a net increase of 3 countries from the previous editions. Denmark remains the top global performer, followed by Estonia and Singapore. Germany, Norway, and Spain joined the world leader for the first time, aligning with other top European countries. In Asia, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain have advanced, joining the UAE, and Australia and New Zealand maintains leadership in the Oceania, while the United States and Uruguay top in Americas. Moving on LDCs, AGDI values are improving for countries in special situations, but remain lower than the global average. And there are significant disparities within and between the groups assessed. All the least developed countries are below the top 100 in AGDI ranking. Bangladesh, Bhutan, Rwanda, Nepal, Cambodia, and Zambia lead digital development among LDCs, with Senegal and Myanmar joining the group for the first time in 2024. These 8 LDCs countries demonstrate growing capacity for digitalization, placing them in the high AGDI groups with promising opportunities ahead. But despite challenges, also their improvement in telecommunication infrastructure index indicate further potential for digital advancement in the future. LLDCs. Kazakhstan continues to lead the LLDCs group with EGDI value of 0.9. Countries like Mongolia, Armenia, Uzbekistan, the Republic of Moldova, and Azerbaijan show substantial improvement, moving up significantly in the rankings. Also, Eswatini made a notable leap, advancing from the middle to high AGDI groups. However, online service provision for LDC's landlocked countries has stalled, requiring a focused collective effort to accelerate digital development in least developed landlocked countries. Almost at the end, small island development states. Singapore and Mauritius lead the SIDS group with a very high GDI value. The majority of SIDS, that is 55%, 54%, are in the high GDI groups, 38 are in the middle group, and 5% in the very high group, and 3% are in the lowest group. The SIDS group experiences significant variance in EGDI value, highlighting a notable digital divide. Addressing this gap is critical for realizing digital potential in improving governance and services. Last one, it's about local government. Digital government plays a crucial role at the local level, enhancing service delivery and citizen engagement. Local Online Service Index, the LOCI, assesses the digital capabilities of cities worldwide. And Chapter 4 revisits the 193 cities assessed in 2022, and this slide presents the top leading cities assessed. Madrid and Tallinn rank first, followed by Riyadh, Copenhagen, and Dubai. Among these 42 cities, 22 are from Europe, 11 from Asia, 7 in Americas, and 2 in the Oceania, highlighting regional disparities. And as you can see, no African cities reach the very high LOCI category. While larger cities tend to have a higher LOCI value due to better resources, around 22% of cities lack an official online presence, highlighting the need for targeted initiatives to bridge the digital divide between national and locally governed systems, particularly in the smaller municipalities. And as I said, we also added an addendum on AI, on e-government in e-government in this edition. So countries and international institutions are quickly introducing regulation and mechanisms to govern and develop of AI and other emerging technologies, and 90 out of the countries processed report having some form of legislation or regulation in place for emerging technologies such as AI. About half of those countries have adopted legislation focused on AI's ethical and responsible use in public administration. But while this progress is encouraging, it's important to note that the number of countries with AI legislation still falls significantly short of those with the well-established digital government strategies. This gap highlights the need for more synchronized efforts between AI regulations and existing digital government framework, as well as the need for an integration with broader digital government strategies to ensure smooth implementation and avoid potential governance conflict. A coordinated approach will help maximize AI's benefit while maintaining responsible governance. And really, is the end. All this information are available on our website. The publication is downloadable on the DESA portal. Methodology, data sets, and analytics are available on our knowledge base platform, but also on the technical appendix. And I thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you to both of our speakers for that very informative briefing. I now open the floor to questions. If you can please state your name and organization. Thank you. Please.
I'm sorry for that. So my name is Malhat Najafova. I represent here other demonstrators in
agency. So my question is that Azerbaijan has undertaken several noteworthy projects in digital transformation, such as transitioning to a paperless government, promoting database decision-making, launching live events and proactive services on the MyGov portal, and developing strategies around artificial intelligence. Considering these initiatives, one may expect a significant improvement in Azerbaijan's ranking. So could you share your general thoughts on Azerbaijan's progress in this context and how it compares to global trends? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. I think as I presented in a previous slide, Azerbaijan is part of the group of the countries in Central Asia that really push up the performance of the whole region. So indeed, there is an improvement in terms of digital development, digital transformation for that. I would not go on the details in terms of how much up, and that's you can easily find on the report. But indeed is one of the countries that contribute a lot in terms of improving the overall performance of the region, and also for the national development. So yes, that is one of the countries that did a very excellent job on that. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take a question at the back here.
Good morning. From the Saudi mission to the UN. My question is, how do you evaluate the performance of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries in the e-governance development index? And what's your vision for the digital innovation in the region to enhance its global development? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your very comprehensive question. Let me, on the vision part, and then Vincenzo will come in the GCC specific technical details. The report is unambiguously clear that digitization is not an option. You have to pursue, and beginning with e-government, it makes the improvements which will cut across all sustainable development goals. So our vision is, first of all, they should get the technology they need, deploy the financing which are essential, build infrastructure, and then affordability. In Africa, affordability is a big challenge. You will be surprised the difference in cost between North America and Africa. It's shocking. So we are advancing these proposals to reduce cost, inclusion, investment, and then governance frameworks which will advance this kind of engagement by citizens. On GCC specific question, Vincenzo, over to you.
Thank you, Assistant Secretary General, and thanks also for highlighting the importance of affordability. That is one of the new indicators that we have included in this edition, because it's maybe even more important than the connectivity, because now, you know, there is in terms of connectivity, countries are progressing a lot, but in terms of affordability, there are a lot of challenges. Coming on a specific point, again, it's still, we are still in Asia, because but indeed also the group of GCC as a whole, I have to say, because if you look at the reports, almost all the 8 countries improve a lot, and this is because at one point there was a shift from competition to cooperation. So all the countries in GCC are working together, and they are really, really becoming also a very good example, not only in the region, in the sub-region, but also in the world. So indeed, a lot of progress. At the same time, also a lot of investment. So what the SG said, it's extremely important. We don't want to see the world divided by the richest and the poorest. Now it's important also to share with other countries and to support as much as possible developing countries, LDCs, and support especially Africa in their digital journey. Thank you.
Thank you. I see no questions online, and I see no more questions in the audience. So I think with that, thanks again to our presenters today and for everyone that's joining us for today's briefing, and that ends today.
Thank you so much, and just wanted to reiterate we're available. Vincenzo's team, any questions, any information you need, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you.